Yo, what is going on guys? Welcome back to the channel. We're back on Seamless Invasions with a new build. I tell a lie really, this isn't a brand new build. This is a build that I've used before on my Xbox and I pretty much just remade him on the PC for Seamless Invasions. It's like for like, it's the exact same build, same level, same weapons, same everything. This guy is called the Rotten Cleric and I'm going to go into the lore of this character shortly. It's a really cool character build, this one. He's a level 40 build, pretty much all my stats are just in vigour. The kit that we're using is very simple. In his right hand he's got the Rotten Crystal Sword, in his left hand he's got the Rotten Crystal Spear. Both of these inflict Scarlet Rot. In the second weapon slot in our right hand we've got the Coiled Snake Shield, which inflicts poison if we manage to hit him with the Ash of War. In our second weapon slot in our left hand we've got the Serpus Black Key Crossbow with exploding bolts. That is the kit, that's all the weapons we're using. He carries them on him at all times. We've got the Mushroom Crown as well as the Kindred of Rot's Exaltation Talisman. They boost the damage when we inflict our opponents with rot or poison. And that is pretty much it guys, that is the build. We've got some other talismans there. In our flask we've got the Opaline Heart here and the Magic Shrouding Cracked here. Both of these weapons do deal a little bit of magic damage. So I thought, you know, use the Magic Shrouding Cracked here in the flask. Just try and squeeze out a little bit more damage guys. It's simple as that. But yeah, that's it guys, that's the build. Very simple stuff. But let's get back to those invasions. Alright guys, so welcome back to the channel. I hope you're enjoying the invasions on this one. This is a really fun build, very simple stuff, but it's very effective and the actual kit that we're using is super satisfying and yeah, it's a fun build guys. It's overall a very fun build. As I mentioned in the intro earlier, it's one that I've just copied straight over from my Xbox, characters that I already had previously that I've used before. Now I do want to do this with a couple of the other builds as well. I do have some ideas for some new builds that I will make, and I'm sure there'll be many more new builds to come that I've yet to even think of. But you know, there are some builds that are just so much fun that I've used, and I do think they'll all work in seamless co-op. So yeah, I decided to remake this one, and there will be a couple of other remakes coming shortly that we'll also be using in seamless co-op. Now I just want to take a little bit of time and talk about the lore of this build guys. If you follow my channel and you've seen some of my old Elden Ring videos, you might know about this character, you might remember some of the history of this character, but if you're new around here or you just want a refresh, I'll just talk about the character pretty quickly, because it really is a very interesting, you know, it has a very interesting backstory. So not much is known about him, besides the fact that people know that he used to be some kind of holy man, and that's based on the clothes that he wears, although they are quite rotted and not very good condition. He's not very well kept, he's clearly been out in the wilds for some time, but based on his clothes we know that he was some kind of holy man. And what actually happened to him was that he went out on a crusade to spread the word of whichever gods it was he believed in. He wanted to spread the good word and spread some good messages across the lands between, but in doing so he lost his way and he actually picked up the Scarlet Rot. It infected his mind, it infected his body, and he became a husk of the character he once was. He sought refuge out in the deep dark caves of the world where he felt safe, and who knows how long he was there, but in doing so, spending all that time in the darkness, the rot really took hold of him. He got this bulbous mass mushroom protruding out the top of his head. He made friends with a snake, believe it or not, the only companion he's got now, the snake that he uses in battle. He wears it on his arm and it helps him achieve victory against his foes. And the overall main change of this character is that he abandoned his old faith. He gained a new god, and that god was the Scarlet Rot. He served the Scarlet Rot, and it was all he cared about in life. He set out to spread the word of his old gods and spread good messages and peace amongst the lands between, and now all he cares about spreading is rot. He wants to inflict as many people with it as he can. He has dark intentions, and it's all to serve his new god, the god of the Scarlet Rot. So plans moving forward, guys, with the channel. I'm going to be making a lot more Seamless Invasion builds and videos. I've got one in mind that I'm actually going to make tonight and start work on for the next video. But after that, I'm going to be stepping up to meta levels. The next build I think I'm going to do about level 90. Have a little play around there. But I am going to go up after that to either level 150 or even level 200. Just to try it, just to test the waters. What Seamless Co-op is like. Up in the high levels where everything's usually a bit crazy. But I'm going to have a good think about what kind of build to use at that level. I am going to make it pretty nasty because I think there's going to be some pretty nasty things used against me. So I want to make it nice and tough, plenty of defences. But yeah, I'm not quite fully decided which route to take it, but that's the plan anyway. I'm going to do another video after this one at around level 90. And then after that, I think I'm going to take it up to high levels and do an invasion video at level 200. We've got 2 invasions left on the video now, guys, but I'm going to shut up, stop talking, and let you enjoy the rest of it in peace. I hope you've enjoyed it. This was really fun to make. Thanks for being here as always. Thanks for watching. Look after yourselves, and I'll see you all on the next one.